Frigates are an indispensable part of any navy. These ships usually form the numerical bulk of a naval fleet as they are relatively cheaper than large destroyers and cruisers. Every modern navy operates frigates in some or the other form and uses them along with larger surface combatants like destroyers and aircraft carriers. The definition of a modern frigate by Defense Encyclopedia is: a modern frigate is a 3,000–7,000-ton warship, equipped with an array of missiles, guns and radars, and is designed to operate autonomously, along with a battle group or act as an escort for non-combatants, in order to fulfill a variety of tasks depending on the mission. A warship displacing 5,000–7,000 tons need not always be called as a frigate, as many navies prefer the designation of a destroyer for such warships. The designations vary from one navy to another, but the role of the ships does not change. Some countries call their larger surface combatants as frigates for political reasons, and some others call their smaller surface combatants as frigates. A modern frigate can displace anywhere between 3,000 and 7,000 tons. But for the sake of this article, only frigates displacing 4,000–7,000 tons will be considered. This article will deal specifically with the frigates designed and built in the 21st century. Each ship has been carefully analyzed to ensure a neutral ranking. The weapons and sensors on board the ship and their ability to handle multiple targets is given importance. Since each frigate has its own set of strengths and their roles vary greatly, and a frigate should not be considered to be better just because it is ranked slightly higher. The top 10 frigates will be listed along with their strengths and weaknesses. 10. Type 54A, China. This is a new class of frigates for the Chinese Navy which is being built in large numbers. It is a cost-effective 4,000-ton multi-role frigate that is designed for escort as well as independent operations. It is outfitted mainly with Russian electronics and weapons, some of which have been substituted with Chinese copies. Although it packs a punch, it lags behind other contemporary frigates mainly in the radar department. Because it is the cheapest modern frigate in production, China is building dozens of them, and 24 ships of this class have been built until now, with more under construction. Strength: anti-air warfare. Propulsion: it has a combined diesel and diesel-coated propulsion with 4 Shaanxi diesel engines, each rated at 5,700 kilowatts, thus producing a total of 22,800 kilowatts. Sensors: 1 E-band frigate Me as its primary radar for surface and air search. 4 front dome fire control radars for HQ-16 SAM. 1 mineral Me radar for guiding the anti-ship missiles. Hull-mounted sonar. Towed array sonar, 17th ship onward. Armament: 1 by 76 mm dual-purpose main gun. 8 XC-803 subsonic anti-ship missiles with 180 km range. 32 vertical launch system, VLS, cells for 50 km range HQ-16, SAM with semi-active radar seeker. 2 X-Type 730 close-in weapons system, CIWS, with dedicated surge, track and fire control radar. This is being replaced by the 11-barreled Type 1030s in the newer ships. 2x6 ASW rocket launchers for short-range rockets. 2 triple 324mm light-away torpedo tubes. Cons: it uses the relatively older frigate Me radar for surface and air search as its primary sensor. There is no secondary long-range radar for volume search. It has 4 older generation mechanically scanning fire control radars for the SAM, limiting the number of aerial targets engaged simultaneously to 4. First 18 frigates of the class lack the important variable depth sonar, VDS. 9. Shivalak class, India. The Shivalak class is one of the newest frigates of the Indian Navy and has the distinction of being the first class of stealth warships to be designed and built indigenously. It is a very capable platform and excels in all aspects of naval warfare. These 6,200-ton ships are classified as frigates and not destroyers due to their relatively light armament with respect to the space available. Strength, anti-submarine warfare. Propulsion. Combined diesel or gas, CODAG, propulsion. Using only diesel engines for low-speed cruise and using only gas turbines for high-speed cruise. 2X plastic diesel engines, each producing 11,300 kilowatts for a total of 22,600 kilowatts for low-speed cruise at up to 22 knots. 2X LM2500 plus gas turbines, each producing 25,100 kilowatts for a total of 50,200 kilowatts for high-speed cruise at 32 plus knots, 59 plus km per hour. Sensors. It uses the E-band frigate Me-3D radar as its primary radar for surface and air search. The secondary radar is the ILTA-M2238 star operating in the S-band. It is a multi-role radar with a range of 350 plus km. 2 ILTA-L, M2221 fire control radars are used for Bark 1 SAM guidance. 4 OREC fire control radars are used for SHL SAM guidance. 1 Bella Parna radar for 2D surface search and providing targeting data for Club, BrahMos anti-ship missiles. HUMSA NG Indian hull-mounted sonar array new gen, and ADA's towed array sonar system, armament. It is equipped with 8 universal VLS cells for Club, BrahMos anti-ship cruise missiles. They can also be used for land attack roles. 1X single-arm reloadable launcher for 24 SH-1 surface-to-air missiles. They are semi-active radar homing and have a 40 km range. 32 Barak 1 SAMs in VLS to act as close-in weapons system, CIWS, and provide defense against sea-skimming cruise missiles. 1 by 76 mm Oto Milara Super Rapid Gun Mount, SRGM, with 120 RDS per minute rate of fire up to a range of 17 km. It is highly effective against surface and aerial threats. 2XX 630 30mm Gatling guns as SEALs for last-ditch defense against anti-ship missiles. 2X RBU 6000 anti-submarine rocket launchers. Each launcher has 12 barrels and 96 reloadable rockets below the deck. 2X twin 533mm heavyweight torpedo tubes for engaging subsurface threats. Cons. It uses an outdated single-arm launcher for its primary SH-1 surface-to-air missiles. It takes 6 seconds for the missile to reload and the firing arc is limited to the front of the ship. All other ships in this list have vertical launch systems for their primary SAM. Older generation primary radar with mechanically scanning illuminators limit the number of aerial targets engaged simultaneously to 6, 4 can be targeted. 8. Fridtjof Nansen class, Norway. This is one of the least heard of and discussed frigates in the world, even though it has a very advanced weapons and sensor suite. Ordered by the Royal Norway Navy to replace its aging Oslo-class frigates and serve in the anti-submarine role, the 5,300-ton Nansen-class frigates now form the core of the Norwegian Navy and have ended up as very capable multi-role platforms. Strength, anti-submarine warfare. Propulsion, it has a combined diesel and gas, CODAG, propulsion with 2 diesel engines producing 9 megawatts for low-speed cruise and 1 LM2500 plus 21.5 megawatts gas turbine for high-speed cruise. A total of 30.5 megawatts is generated during CODAG running. Sensors. It features the American Spy-1F multifunction Phaser radar with 4 faces using Aegis Combat System as its primary radar. Mrs. 2000 hull-mounted sonar, HMS, and Capta's towed array sonar, TAS, provide comprehensive submarine detection capability. 2X Spring-62 radars provide target illumination in the terminal interception stage for evolved Sea Sparrow surface-to-air missiles. Armament. 1 by 76 mm super rapid gun for engaging surface and aerial threats. 8X Mk41 cells for 32 evolved Sea Sparrow, ESSM, surface-to-air missiles with a range of 50 km provide air defense. 8 NSM anti-ship/land attack cruise missiles with a 125 kg warhead and a 185+ km range. These used for surface search in 2D and to provide target designation for the Itamat and Milas missiles. Armament: 1 Exodo Melara 127mm gun with long-range volcano-guided shells for land attack and 1 by 76mm gun with guided shells for engaging aerial and surface targets, GP variant. 2 Exodo Melara 76mm gun with guided shells, ASW variant. 16 XA-50 vertical launch cells for Aster 1530 SAMs with 35+ km range and 120+ km range respectively provide long-range air defense coverage, common. 4 Itamat anti-ship missiles with 200+ km range, GP variant. 4 Milas anti-submarine missiles with lightweight torpedo, ASW variant. Cons: comparatively small SAM loadout of 16 missiles for a large 6,900-ton ship. 6. Aquitaine class, France. The Aquitaine class is among the most balanced frigates in the world and are capable of carrying out any type of mission ranging from anti-air warfare to land attack against targets 1,000+ km away. These high-tech ships will be the backbone of the French Navy and 11 ships will be built by 2020. The first 9 ships will be full multi-mission variants and the last 2 will be dedicated for anti-air warfare by sacrificing land attack capability. They are a part of the same FREM program as the Carlo Bergamini class. These ships feature extreme automation levels and have a crew requirement of just around 120. Strength, land attack. Propulsion. These ships have an advanced hybrid electric propulsion which is of the Codlog type, combined diesel-electric or gas turbine. It has 1 × 32 MW LM2500+ gas turbine for normal operations. For quiet anti-submarine operations, 2 × 2.5 MW electric motors are used to run the ship. Sensors. The primary radar is the Thales Heracles passive phased array radar which operates in the S-band and has a range of 250 km. It is a multifunction radar which can track surface and aerial targets and provide fire control for 300 plus km. This radar can track hundreds of targets simultaneously. The Spy-1D all frigates in this list, I will explain them in detail here and just mention them for the other two. Strength, anti-air warfare. Propulsion, it is powered by 4 MTU diesel engines which generate 8.2 megawatts each for a total of 32.8 megawatts of power. Sensors. The main sensor is the 4-phased apart, advanced phased array radar. This multifunction ASA radar works in the X-band and provides target detection, tracking and engagement in 360 degrees. It has a major advantage over the SPY-1 Search and SPG-62 illumination radar combination used in the Alvaro de Bazan class, as the APAR can detect the incoming targets as well as provide guidance for 32 SAM simultaneously, including terminal illumination for 16 of them. Such a capability is invaluable while handling saturation missile attacks and allows the use of the SM-2 and ESSM surface-to-air missiles to their fullest potential. The Thales SMART-L radar provides long-range aerial surveillance and the ability to detect and track ballistic missiles at distances of 400 plus km. This ASA radar operating in the L-band is capable of tracking 1,500 targets simultaneously and provides early warning. There are two Saab Saras 200 fire control radars to provide fire control for the 76mm and 35mm guns on board. The Atlas ASA-94 hull-mounted sonar provides submarine detection capability. Armament. 32 Mk41 VLS cells for a total of 32 SM-2 IEE surface-to-air missiles, 100 plus km range. Mk56 VLS cells for 24 M162 ESSM, 50 km range. 2 quad launchers for 8 Harpoon anti-ship missiles. 1 times Oerlikon Millennium 35mm C. This a highly advanced revolver gun with a 1000 revolutions per minute rate of fire. It uses special air-burst ammunition to destroy incoming threats. 2 times Oto Melara 76mm guns will be replaced by 127mm and 35mm guns. 2 times dual Mu-90 ASW torpedo launchers. Cons. Diesel-only propulsion system when compared to the cutting-edge CODOG/CODALAG systems on board the other top frigates. No towed-array sonar. 3. HNLMS de Zeven Prevention Class, Netherlands. The 4 air defense frigates of this class are among the most advanced ships in their category. These 6,000-ton ships possess advanced radars and missiles and is slated for a major radar upgrade which will give it unparalleled surveillance capability. This frigate class is noted for its anti-ballistic missile capability which was demonstrated in NATO exercises. Its radars are said to be fully capable of detecting and tracking ballistic missiles at distances of 500 plus km, and target engagement will be done by U.S. Navy ships using this information, as these frigates don't possess the SM-3 missile yet. Strength, anti-air warfare. Propulsion, it has a combined diesel and gas turbine, CODAG, propulsion. The 2X Wärtsilä diesel engines generate 4.2 megawatts each and the 2 times Rolls-Royce Spey turbines generate 18.5 megawatts each, for a total of 45.4 megawatts. Sensors. The main sensor is the 4-phased apart, advanced phased array radar. This multifunction ASA radar works in the X-band and provides target detection, tracking and engagement in 360 degrees. It will be upgraded with an increased range version. The Thales SMART-L radar provides long-range aerial surveillance and the ability to detect and track ballistic missiles at distances of 400 plus km. This ASA radar operating in the L-band is capable of tracking 1,500 targets simultaneously and provides early warning. A newer version with the capability to detect and track ballistic missiles 2,000 plus km away will be installed in the future. An Atlas electronic DSQS-24C hull-mounted sonar provides submarine detection capability. Armament. It has a 40-cell Mk41 VLS system with 32 XSM-2 IEE surface-to-air missiles, 1 per cell, and 32 times Evolved Sea Sparrow missiles, 4 per cell. 1 times Oto Milara 127mm dual-purpose gun. 2 times Goalkeeper 6 with a 30mm Gatling gun firing at 3,000 revolutions per minute. 2 quad launchers for 8 Harpoon anti-ship missiles. 2 times twin torpedo launchers with Mk-46 lightweight torpedoes. Cons: no towed-array sonar. 2. FGS Sachsen class, Germany. Developed as a replacement for the Lufthansa-class destroyer, the Sachsen is an advanced anti-air frigate built for the Deutsche Marine, German Navy. Its sensor suite and armament are largely similar to that of the Everhuitfeld and Asven-Provincial-class frigates. The Sachsen, however, has a small advantage owing to its dual helicopter hangars, compared to the single hangar on the other 2. 3 ships of this class serve at present, and plans for a 4th ship were shelved. Keeping future upgrades in mind, these 5,800-ton ships have been designed to accommodate 270 tons of extra weight. Strength: anti-air warfare. Propulsion: they have a combined diesel and gas turbine, CODAG, propulsion system with one XLM 2500 gas turbine generating 23,500 kilowatts and 2 XMTU diesel engines generating 7.5 megawatts each. A total of 38.5 megawatts of power is available for high-speed cruises. Sensors. The main sensor is the 4-phased apart, advanced phased array radar. This multifunction ASA radar works in the X-band and provides target detection, tracking and engagement in 360 degrees. The Thales SMARTEL radar provides long-range aerial surveillance and the ability to detect and track ballistic missiles at distances of 400+ km. This ASA radar operating in the L-band is capable of tracking 1,500 targets simultaneously and provides early warning. 1X Atlas bow-mounted sonar for detecting submarines. Armament. It has 32 Mk-41 VLS cells to carry a mix of 24 SM-2 blocks i.e. plus 32 ESSM surface-to-air missiles. This variant of the SM-2 has a 150+ km range and serves the role as an area defense SAM. The 50 km range ESSM provides medium-range air defense. It has 2X RAM, rolling airframe missile, launchers with 21 missiles each. A total of 42 missiles of 10 km range form the third layer of air defense for this frigate. 2X quad launchers for 8 Harpoon anti-ship missiles. 1 x 76mm Oto Milara dual-purpose gun. 2X triple launchers for Mu-90 lightweight torpedoes. 2X Rheinmetall 27mm guns and remote weapons station. Cons: absence of a towed-array sonar limits its ASW capabilities. 1. Admiral Gorshkov class, Russia. The Admiral Gorshkov class of guided missile frigates, which incorporate the best weapons and sensors that the Russian industry can produce, is said to be the mainstay of the future Russian fleet. It has an excellent balance of weapons and sensors and is the perfect example for a multi-role frigate. Many ships in this list either lack a secondary radar, land attack capability or a proper suit. But this ship right here has everything that is needed for a modern surface combatant and displacing around 5,000 tons when fully loaded. Russia has planned to build 15 ships for its fleet, and as of now, 3 ships are under construction and 1 is finished. This ship has an excellent balance of weapons and sensors and is the perfect example for a modern multi-role frigate. Strength: anti-air warfare, anti-submarine and surface warfare. Propulsion: it features a combined diesel and gas turbine, CODAG, propulsion with 2 diesel engines generating 3.9 megawatts each and 2 M90FR gas turbines producing 20.5 megawatts each, for a total of 49 megawatts of power. Sensors: it has a 4-phase Pullman 5P20K multifunction S-band ASA radar which can search and track aerial and surface targets as well as provide guidance to the SAMs. This is complemented by a FERC 4-volume search radar which is uniquely mounted on top of the main radar itself. This prevents interference and allows both radars to have unobstructed search capability. Monoliv 34K1 radar is used for anti-ship missile guidance and surface search. Puma fire control radar for the 130mm gun and 2 illuminators for the Palash SUS. Submarine detection capability is provided by the Zarya bow-mounted and Vinayak Totore sonars along with the embarked Ka-27 ASW helicopter. Armament: 1x130mm A192M primary gun. 16 universal VLS cells which can be armed with P-800 Onyx, 300 to 500 km range, anti-ship missiles, Kalibrenke land attack cruise missiles, 2,500 km range, 91 RDE-2 anti-submarine missile, which drops a torpedo 50 km away. Long-range air defense is provided by 32 reduct VLS cells, which can carry 32 9M96E series SAMs of 40 to 120 km range. 2 Palash SUS with twin 30mm Gatling guns each. It has an integrated electro-optic fire control system and 8 short-range SAMs. 2 pedestal-mounted 14.5mm heavy machine guns. It has 2x4 330mm torpedo tubes for the unique Peka-10K torpedoes which can engage enemy submarines as well as torpedoes, thus serving a dual role. Cons: it has no significant drawbacks.